Okay. Almost there. It's a hutch. Okay, broken liquor bottle. What is this thing? You guys, this is an incredible find. The pit filled in with water last night, so we've got some bailing to do. Then we'll be opening this up. This pit is massive. It actually goes back to that probe rod. This is one of the longest pits I'll have dug. We got 160 some bottles yesterday, so it's likely we'll get at least another 100 today. Could be a good day. As you can see, I've got a bunch of pieces showing. It's like another juice bottle. Yeah, the Cleveland Fruit Juice Company. This one could be an English ale of some sort. It's like a tooled top. Whoa. The Glenwood Spring Water Company. This is a Minnesota bottle. I've never seen one in amber before. This is an absolute holy grail. Some kind of preserve container. It's an early machine-made piece. And a ketchup bottle. Again, this is a early machine-made. I'd put this at about 1910. Oh wow, this has a cool pattern on it. Not sure I've seen this one before. Looks like some kind of floral design. I don't see any maker's mark on it, but it's like a semi-porcelain type piece. And another ketchup bottle. Yeah, another circa 1910 machine-made piece. Some kind of amber piece. Seabury's Pharmacal Laboratories. Could be a medicated gauze container. I found some Johnson & Johnson bottles that were similar in design. That's unusual. Looks like some kind of test tube at first, but it's got a footed base. If anyone has an idea what this is, please drop a comment. Fairly ornate, early machine-made food container. Would have contained olives, something along those lines. Another Seabury possible medical gauze container. Oh, there's the lid for it. Would have had a tin band lid of some sort. Broken ink bottle. Early machine-made English ale. Put this at about 1910. Some kind of a prescription drugstore bottle. Incremented sides on it. Oh wow, look at that design. What do we have on it? Grosvenor Alfred Meekin, Hanley, England. So that's a popular company, but I'm not entirely sure if I've seen this design. That's a really nice color combination. And another one. It's unusual to find so many of one piece in one site. Looks like I'm getting into a solid use layer. Here's a prescription drugstore bottle, a Sheldon style. It's got a tooled top, no embossing. Another one, graduated oval style, no embossing either. And another blank. I'm not sure what kind of style this one is. I think I heard some bottles clicking down there. This is a tooled crown top. It could be a mineral water or a ketchup. These are just kind of stacked in the corner here. This is wild. So here's a tooled top liquor quart, no embossing. And a Mikado style liquor flask. Look at all these. This is insane. A banner style. This is a banner style prescription bottle. You see the banner on bottom there, and no embossing. This would have had a paper label on it. It's like a little pharmaceutical type bottle. Could be a ERS and S. I've never dug one of these. I'm guessing that's the company name. This likely held some kind of chemical, maybe a hydrogen peroxide or something. This is insane, you guys. Another prescription bottle. No embossing. Wow, this one's something here. That's amazing. It's got a glass stopper. It's a tooled top, I think a bulb neck dandy style flask. And another liquor flask. I'm thinking there was some kind of saloon being run out of this establishment. Another one of those possible gauze containers, pharmaceutical jar. Some broken liquor flasks. Looks like there's the wall. There's some remnants of a wood lining. Looks like another liquor flask. And a stopper. I love finding the stoppers with these things. That looks like another tooled top example. That looks like another ale bottle. Okay, it's a whiskey. That's kind of an unusual style. It's got that kind of lady's leg type neck, I believe they call that. Another lid to one of those jars. They need to start being embossed. It's another Sheldon. This is the same style of bottle the local druggist had embossed. Maybe a beer. Another one of these pharmaceutical jars. What's this? Maybe a big beer bottle? Yeah, it's a tooled top. Oh, it's early machine made. No embossing. A Mikado style liquor flask with the stopper. It's just loaded with glass down here. Okay, another bulb neck style flask. Filled with groundwater. Another prescription bottle, no embossing. Some coal ash. There's a solid coal ash layer. And another Mikado style flask. All right, an amber Mikado flask. Now, Paul Jones. Let's see, I'll try to wipe this off. It's caked in mud. Must have been a liquor dealer of some sort. It would have had a paper label on it. Blank English style prescription bottle. Oh, I have an intact plate. And what's this? Huh. Okay. Papayan's Bell. What's up with that? Bell and Coing, New York, USA. I have never seen one of these. I don't know what any of this means. It's got a tooled top, and these amber ones usually held chemicals of some sort. There's no embossing on the front panels. Huh. Might be another medicine in here too. Oh wow, okay. Might have a hutch. Maybe a crown top. We're gonna have to get down to it though. There's this bottle stacked everywhere in here. Another tooled top chemical bottle, 3-piece mold. Looks like a blank prescription bottle. And some kind of a jelly jar, pressed glass. Another chemical bottle. This one's got some embossing on it. Yeah, that same EL and Company. No other embossing. Alright. These bottles are just falling out. It's a tooled top prescription. This one's pouring out. Graduated oval style. What's going on with this plate? Okay, it's an ironstone whiteware piece. This is it's kind of standard with some kind of commercial establishment. Meals were likely served on it. Now another chemical bottle. PD and Company, so that's the Park Davis and Company. They were out of Michigan. And a blank prescription bottle. Almost down to that soda. Just have to dig through all this stuff. Huh. It's all wedged in here. I just don't want to break anything. Another graduated oval. You know, one of these has got to be embossed eventually. almost there. It's a hutch. Okay, broken liquor bottle. What is this thing? The Harvey Bottling Works. You guys, this is an incredible find. This is one of the best bottles I've ever dug. Lions, proprietor. My great-great-grandpa Charlie Johnson was from Harvey. It's about 35 miles from here. Wow. Got a bulb neck liquor flask. A lot of smashed stuff in the corner, maybe when it was thrown back after the pit was dipped. English style. These bottles are stacked. Look at this. This is insane. I see some embossing on a couple. There's a tool top Mikado style flask. Let's see. I see A.M. Smith. This was a popular product from Minneapolis, I believe. 1903, at A.M. Smith, Minneapolis Wine House. That's something. Another blank prescription bottle. This is an English style. Another bulb neck flask. Well, I'm now certain there was a saloon being run out of this place. Look at all these liquor flasks. Can't even get my trowel through, they're just stacked here. Here's a Mikado style. And another. I wish these were embossed. Not too bad. And another with the stopper in this one. This is insane. These have got to be 8 to 12 ounce bottles. I definitely found the wall here, but there's a couple pieces sticking out. Looks like a prescription bottle. One of these LED companies. No one can really figure out what that stands for. Looks like a ink of some sort. Yeah, it's a tool top. And what company do we have on it? It's either Carter's or Sanford's. Okay, it's a Sanford's ink bottle. Broken liquor flask. Another English style prescription bottle full of groundwater. Now we've got just an insane amount of bottles here. Bottles and jars. And another pharmaceutical jar. Prescription bottle, Sheldon style. Should have been embossed. Another bulb neck flask. Everything on this side is filled with groundwater. This is wild. Yeah, they're just everywhere. Yeah, another unembossed bulb neck flask. see, yeah, another bulb-necked liquor flask. I'm still amazed at the amount of bottles in this thing. It might be a pharmaceutical bottle. Looks like yeah, another EL and Company, some kind of chemical. Okay, a Mikado style flask. Still hoping to get an embossed one. This is a, let's see, a Rex oval style, circa 1905. MD Company. I'd never seen one of those before. Seems like the odds should be in my favor to get a good embossed one. This is an English style. And another Sheldon. This one, no embossing, but it looks like it might have had some kind of a tin top on it of some sort to seal it in. Oh, this thing just fell out. That's wild. Looks like, okay, it's machine made. I think it's pressed glass, actually. Some kind of drinking glass of some sort. Super ornate. Another English style prescription bottle. And a bulb neck flask. Some nice bubbles in the glass in this one. Huh. And another. We have some kind of semi-porcelain piece here. It could be a pitcher. Looks like there's a few things on top. Sanfords. This is kind of an unusual little ink. It's got that ridge on the neck. And a Rex oval style prescription bottle. I'm amazed these are all stacked in here and not broken. Look at that, that's a big one. I think that's a Sheldon. That's a 16 ounce. They're just everywhere in here. What's this, another one of those LED Company bottles. They're just falling out at this point. This one should have been embossed. A little Sheldon style. I think it's a 1 ounce. Another pharmaceutical jar. What's this? I think, yeah, no glass company marks either. There's a little, maybe half-ounce prescription bottle. And a graduated oval style, no embossing. Mikado flask, unembossed. Looks like they're just stacked down here, literally. Another Sheldon. Oh, this is the Philadelphia oval style. It's an earlier style, circa 1900. And another blank prescription bottle. It's a English style. What's going on with this thing? That's beautiful. It's got a gold edge on it. And what do we have? Warranted some company initials there. Looks like a crown. I think it's English made. CPOG. I'm not entirely sure, but it's got this kind of gold leaf pattern on it. The handle broke. That's been why they threw it. All right. Another liquor flask from probably the hotel's saloon. And a little pharmaceutical bottle. Here we go, we have a clue. JW&B, Philadelphia. So yeah, it's likely held some kind of chemical. Huh. Another blank. Yeah, it might have a patent on the bottom. Just a code. Pharmaceutical jar. And it looks like a pharmaceutical bottle. 3-piece mold, tooled top. Likely a hydrogen peroxide of some sort. What is this? Rex Oval? Yeah, it's a very prominent shape. Rex Oval style prescription bottle. The pit's finishing up, but there's still a bunch of stuff down here. Another one of these bulb neck flasks. Maybe a lamp. Looks like there's some parts of the pit's bracing in here. I'll have to dig around it. I don't want to break anything. It might be a pressed glass lamp. Oh, wow. That's really something. It looks to be intact. I don't see any damage. Maybe the chimney broke and they threw it down, or it was dropped down by mistake. Huh. Oh, wow. Watkins Trial Mark, Winona, Minnesota. The J.R. Watkins Medical Company. So, yeah, it's embossed on 3 sides. Here you can see, like Winona, Minnesota, and then the Watkins Trial Mark. These are almost always aqua. This is special with this being an amber. And looks like a little medicine. London and Company. Maybe some kind of directions on it. Chicago, Illinois. So it's London and Company. I think they had Juniperade, if I remember correctly. And there's Chicago. They must have sold some patent medicines as well. Big old beer bottle or something. Yeah, it's a tooled top made by the American Bottle Company. No embossing. Yeah, no embossing on this thing. I think it's just a little ale bottle, maybe a Weiss beer of some sort. And another blank Shelton, likely from the local druggist that didn't like to emboss his bottles. And another, no embossing on this one. Oh, stuff just falling out. And another gauze jar. And jewel top liquor flask. No embossing. This pit's nearly finished. I think there might be an intact use layer here. That's cool, look at that. It's like a foil label, still somewhat intact, but not legible, but that kind of gives an example of what these would have looked like new. I think this is a banner style prescription bottle. And little one, let's see. No embossing, that's like a ½ ounce, maybe a ¼ ounce size. Yeah, it looks like a solid use layer down here. Maybe we'll get lucky and find something else wild. It's just an oval shape, no embossing on this one. Huh. Another Sheldon. And a Mikado style liquor flask. Another blank drugstore bottle. Well, I've been working around these glass panels. I think it's time for them to come out here. It's, they're actually intact. That's wild. And they've got some iridescence on them too, a kind of rainbow opaling. Huh. Let's see. And this caught my eye. It kind of has a colored stopper on it. Looks like a cologne bottle. Now, it's got some kind of a monogram. I couldn't even tell you what that is. It's so caked in mud. But definitely a cologne bottle of some sort. I'll take down this overhang. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. Another one of these gauze containers. Huh. Oh hey, Hoff's German liniment, Goodrich and Jennings, Anoka, Minnesota. This was a popular medicine around the turn of the century, around this part of the country. More windows. Look at that. I was told the panels were a lot smaller back when because they had a lot more of a rough travel than in modern day, and bigger windows were more likely to break. Well, there's the wood-lined side. Let's see. Looks like another unembossed prescription bottle. On the final corner, still a couple pieces here. Looks like a English style prescription bottle. And a unembossed piece. That might be it. Looks like we have some backfill clay. A little bit of a use layer. This pit's done. This pit was one for the books. This was insane. It's one of the biggest pits I'd ever dug. It was roughly 12 feet long. I confirmed it was to a hotel. I also got a record number of bottles. I counted 335. Give a quick rundown here. So a majority of them were prescription bottles. Everything dated back to around 1905. Some wine bottles. A bunch of liquor flasks. There's some beer bottles back there, some food bottles. And then all those gauze containers. I don't know what was going on with that. I also got a spring water bottle, some medicines, chemical bottles, and then all these grape juice bottles. That's really unusual. And last but not least, that Harvey Hutchinson bottle and the Glenwood Springs, that amber one. Amazing. Well, we'll get this thing filled back in. We've got a long ways to go.